Let's talk about something most students avoid: cold outreach. You've probably heard it's awkward or desperate, or that no one replies anyway. But here's the truth. When done right, cold outreach is the most efficient way to bypass the job board traffic jam and get directly in front of people who can actually hire you. Not as a favor, not as a pity reply, as someone with potential who showed up with proof. This video will teach you how to do that, with messages that work, tone that builds trust, and a system that makes it feel natural. Let's get into it. Here's why cold outreach works better than you think. Recruiters are not waiting for your resume. They're busy, they're overwhelmed. They're dealing with hiring freezes, candidate dropouts, team pressure, and changing timelines. When they find someone who already fits, even partially, and shows up early with clarity, it saves them hours of work. That's why cold outreach works. It is not annoying, it's helpful. If you make it easy for them to see why you might be a fit, they're far more likely to respond than if you just apply and disappear. There is a difference between the tone that gets you ignored and the tone that gets you noticed. The mistake most students make is asking for too much too soon. Can you help me find a job? Would you be open to a call this week? Can you refer me? These come across as needy, or rushed, or unclear. Instead, ask for perspective. Ask for insight. Ask for their opinion. That feels collaborative. It positions them as the expert, and it makes them more likely to reply. Now, there is a message formula that works. It has only 3 parts you need. 1. Signal your intent. Let them know why you're reaching out in one line. Hi Pam, I've been following your work at Clearbit and learning a lot about customer ops. Or, hi Jim, I saw your recent post about early career hiring at fintech startups and wanted to reach out. Don't start with, hope you're doing well. Don't bury your message in fluff. Get to it. 2. Show small proof of effort. Mention a project, a course, a tool you used, something that says, I'm building toward this. I'm a final year student working on async onboarding flows in Notion for my campus club. Or, I've been learning Tableau and trying to replicate product dashboards I see in public case studies. This shows you're not waiting to be taught everything. You've already started. 3. Ask for insight, not a job. Here's where most outreach fails. Never write, are you hiring? Or, can you refer me? Instead ask, I'd love to know what stands out to you when you're hiring early talent. Or, anything you wish more students showed when reaching out? It's low pressure, but it gives you useful data, and it often opens a real conversation. Part 4. Here are some sample scripts that actually work. For example, recruiter DM, entry-level job. Hi Angela, I came across your profile while exploring roles in marketing ops. I'm a final year student building small workflows in Airtable and Notion to automate tasks for our student magazine. I'd love to know, when you're reviewing entry-level applicants, what signals do you look for beyond the resume? Another one? It's for a hiring manager DM, startup. Hi Sam, I've been following your updates on building the product team at Apple. I'm a student exploring product design and recently built a customer feedback prototype in Figma. Would love to hear. What makes someone stand out in early stage teams like yours? Alumni DM from same college. Hi Kelly, I noticed you also graduated from Arizona State and now work at North Refrigeration. I'm currently in my final semester and curious about content strategy roles. I've been writing short breakdowns of startup GTM strategies on Substack and would love your take. What helped you bridge the gap between college projects and full-time roles? Each message is short. It's clear, it shows effort, and it respects the other person's time. Now, you need to know that systems make this easier. Don't send 30 messages in one day. You'll burn out. And don't overthink every line. Here's your rhythm. Send 2 or 3 messages a week. Save the ones that worked. Track replies in a simple sheet. Follow up once after 7 days if needed. That's it. Consistency beats volume. What happens after they reply? If someone replies, don't freeze. Thank them. Acknowledge their time and keep the conversation simple. If they offer advice, reflect it back. That makes sense. I hadn't thought about showing my process. I'll try that in my next project. If they offer a next step, say yes. If they don't, say thank you and stay in touch. You don't need a job offer in the first message. You just need a reputation that builds over time. Cold outreach is not about begging for a job. It's about showing up early with intention and proof. It's about making someone's hiring process easier. It's about being remembered before the job even goes live. You do that by being specific, by being respectful, by being a builder, not just a browser. One thoughtful message can open a door faster than 20 cold applications. And the best part? You're in control of it. In the next video, we will talk about how to stand out publicly, even if you have no personal brand or big following. See you there. If this video made cold outreach feel more doable, give it a like. It helps more people find real strategies that work. Subscribe to the channel where we will going deeper into how to get seen without playing the content game. See you in the next video.
Find your unique value, let it free. Stand tall, rise up, be who you wanna be. Your story matters, sing it loud and clear. You got that spark, ignite it without fear.